Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course. We are back with the beautiful energy being Charlotte Shanti, who works with the 5D Lightship City of Light. And today we're talking about a 5D Advent calendar that activates 20 dimensions. We're going to learn about the frequencies of the dimensions and how we can identify them and know why consciousness about dimensions is so important. Welcome, Charlotte. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for having us here. I'm really excited about today and the conversation we're going to have and what we're going to show you.
Well, it's fascinating because dimensions, multidimensionality, understanding the dimensions, feeling the frequencies of the dimensions, that's often something that many of us don't know much about, but you do, and that's where we're going today. So that's exciting, I think.
Yeah, dimension is a confusing thing because we don't have any scientific information as such. We have channelings of various degree. But what is new is that when I started working with the Lightship in 2014, they started teaching me and others in the dimensional system. And now 20 dimensions are open and they have been described. We have coded crystal tools for each dimension. And I have been teaching the dimensional system since 2015 with concrete information. So this is new, and actually this is one of my life missions, to explore the dimensional system and tell other people about it, because the dimensional system in many ways is key to understanding our ascension, and for us as a collective to reach the golden age.
Beautiful. Well, we are going to enhance our multidimensional reality with the 5D Lightship City of Light. So with this, we will let you share your screen, and maybe actually, I know you always like to start with the energy of the 5D Lightship. So
Yeah.
maybe we can bring that in now. I'll let you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Of course, okay.
Because that's a perfect example of how the energies are different. Now you've had a few minutes to sit in your own energy and to sit in the energy that Lauren and I are producing together, which is also beautiful. I love this space with you. But now we want to show you more directly where and how the fifth dimensional feels. So if you just take one more minute to feel the energy that you're sitting in, just notice how you are doing at this point in time. Okay. And then I will change the frequency, open up to the fifth dimension, and invite you inside 5D Lightship City of Lights. And we are here. So a lot of things are going on here today. The beings in Lightship is excited to be here with you, to be able to tell you about the dimensional system and to show you some concrete examples of how an energy feels in the third, fourth, and fifth dimension. Because obviously, when surrounded by so many energies and being presented with so many energies all the time, how can we feel or sense or know where the energies come from and what dimension they are? So since I've worked with the Lightship in 2014, they have been teaching me how to distinguish. And being a kinesiologist, I wrote down a course in a collaboration with the Lightship. We also teach muscle testers, other therapists, and dowsers, those who use dowsing, and other therapists who are interested. Because as a therapist, I think it's important when we meet clients that are more and more advanced in their energy system, that we are able to meet them and understand them in their multidimensionality, and not only look at their physical presence or their emotional presence or their energy presence, which is usually for most therapists and other people in general one big box of we don't know what it is, but it's energies. So we are trying to teach people more exactly what it is. Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful, because feeling the 5D light ship, sitting in our own energy, and then being in the energy of us, it was different, a little bit lighter. But then the energies of the 5D light ship was almost so floaty and buoyant. I want to use that word, buoyant, an upliftment, very, and also maybe the word crystalline. Why do I use that word? Anyway, it just felt really soft and gentle and peaceful.
And I hope you agree with me. You can still feel yourself. You still know yourself in this environment. And I can feel myself also. It's not like I'm changing. It's just that I'm opening up to this dimension of my being and adding that to my energy system. So I'm still me with my body, with my thoughts, etc. And this is the beauty of it. And actually, a very essential point of the dimensional system, that we are not moving away from what we are and our human existence.
Yes. Yes. Good point. Excellent. Okay.
So while you are watching this, you may sense that the light beings are coming very close to you. They're very curious today, I can see. And it's because they want to get to know you and your energy system from a dimensional point of view. Some of you may have dimensional systems that do not belong to Earth. You may be using a Syrian dimensional system, for instance, which could be okay for you. But what we're going to talk about today is the earthly dimensional system, which is the system that can contain us all and that is beneficial for us all. So maybe we should just dive right into the difference between the third, fourth, and fifth dimension. And to do that, I was thinking we should choose a beautiful energy that many people know. Do you have any suggestions what we could use as an example?
Dolphins.
Yeah, let's do that. Wonderful idea. A lot of people are fascinated by dolphins, and they are very much part of the future and the golden age. So let's have a look at that. So what we'll do is to present you with dolphin energy, first in the third dimension, then in the fourth, and then in the fifth. And while we do this, and you can feel the energies, I will be sharing my screen and just tell you some of the points that City of Light have shown me for us to understand what the difference is. So while I'm sharing my screen, notice how you are surrounded by physical dolphins. Some of you may have been swimming with dolphins somewhere back in the days. I know it's not that popular anymore, and we shouldn't disturb the dolphins too much. But maybe some of you have been in physical contact with dolphins. So now we are feeling the third dimension. It's the physical realm. It's linear time. It is our life here on the surface of Earth. So right now, you should be feeling physical dolphin energy. The systems we have in the third dimension is 7 chakras, 14 meridians, as you may know from traditional Chinese medicine. We have 2 DNA strings that we know from science. The rest is junk, the scientists have always said. They've changed their minds now and know that there is light inside the rest of our DNA system. We have 2 dimensions of consciousness. That's our physical reality and our mental and emotional reality. And then we have the 7 rays through the ascended masters, as some of you may know, Saint Germain, etc., Dwaj Kul, etc. Energies, we have supplements, physical supplements that we eat physically. This could be vitamins or other supplements. We eat food for energy, and we use uncoded stones and crystals. These are the stones and crystals that we buy in the shop. They are not coded, they are as is. Examples of therapies in the third dimension could be Touch for Health, which is the basic kinesiology program. It could be physical massage or acupuncture, which is also a very physical therapy. And you may think of many other physical therapies as well. But I'm curious to know, Lauren, can you feel the physical dolphin energy around you?
I feel it in my solar plexus, actually. Yes, it's very grounding.
And I'm sensing that even on a physical level, the dolphins are very important. I also sense them as being very grounding to my being. My feet are really heavy right now. I can sense that my voice is deeper for some reason. And it's a loving energy. It's an easy energy to be around physically.
Yes.
So what if we change the frequency and now show you the dolphin energy in the 4th dimension? And you may notice that all of a sudden the energy became lighter. Even my voice became lighter. I feel happier somehow. I feel lighter in my head. And the 4th dimension is our mental and mind and our emotional area. It's also our auric field. And here we have systems that is a mixture between the third and the fifth dimension. So we have, for instance, 7 plus 5 chakras or 9 chakras. There are many different chakra systems in this fourth dimension because it's just before we open up to the fifth dimension. So extra chakras are usually added. So if you meet somebody who says, I have 9 chakras, then you will know for sure that they are using a fourth dimensional chakra system. Or if they say, I have 7 plus 5, this is not the full-blown 12 chakra system. This is 7 plus 5 that have opened because the person has evolved away from the 7 chakra system. And even here, a lot of people still use the 7 chakras. The energies we have in the fourth dimension is feelings, the mind, polarity, archetypes, homeopathy, flower remedies, Vega test, if you know that in America, bioresonance, and machine-coded crystals. There are different therapies that we can attribute to the fourth dimension. That's Reiki healing. And this is basically because Reiki healing uses 7 chakras. I know that some Reiki healers have started using the 12 chakra system. But basically, Reiki is fourth dimensional. Psychology, because working with the mind, is fourth dimensional. Clairvoyance is fourth dimensional. Healing, as such, is a fourth dimensional thing. And this may seem confusing because we use the word even in the fifth dimension. But what we're thinking of here is usually when people do healing, they have methods, they have thought patterns that they use in order to transmit healing, and they are using their own energy system to transmit the healing. So this is very fourth dimensional also. And then we have some kinesiology programs like brain gym, kinergetics, and educational kinesiology, because again, education usually happens in the mind and in our feelings. So this is the area where we are now sensing the dolphin energy. Try and notice how you feel that the dolphin is almost talking to you. It is coming close to you, looking you in the eyes, wanting to have a conversation with you on almost a very physical level, but through your mind and through your feelings. The dolphin energy in the fourth dimension, as we are experiencing it now, is telling you what a beautiful heart you have. In the fourth dimension, the heart is very important. We are expanding our hearts in the fourth dimension in order to open up to the fifth dimension. So the heart is key in the fourth dimension.
That's really amazing because as we were feeling the dolphin energy in the fourth dimension, I was focused on my heart chakra, or that's just where my attention was. Not in the mind at all. And it's interesting because the fourth dimension is the mind, but this anchored me. It took me outside of thoughts, really, and just I could feel the expansion of the heart space. Very cool.
Wonderful. Are we ready for the fifth dimension?
Yes.
Okay. So here you are. I'm changing the frequency to the fifth dimension and the dolphin energy.
That is so expansive. All right, I'll be quiet, but I could totally feel it.
I was about to say something as well, because the feeling of expansion always overwhelms me.
It's a buzz.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Like my arms are tingling now. Yes, hands are alive.
And I have almost a sense that I can reach the corners of this universe together with this beautiful dolphin energy.
Wow. And it's very interesting, the system, it says the light body.
Yeah.
Do you feel lit up? I feel lit up.
Yeah.
I do.
Exactly.
I feel lit up like a light bulb. Bing.
Yeah. And this is basically what happens when we move from the fourth to the fifth dimension. It's very clear because you were lit up before, but because we came directly from the fourth dimension to the fifth, you will feel as if you were switched on. But it's just because we switched energy system. And this is basically what we are working on to be fully integrated in, to be in the fifth dimensional point of view all the time. But the difference is so clear when we do it like this. And here we use our 12 chakra system. We have 27 meridians taking care of our organs and our etheric organs. We have 12 DNA strings, 2 physical and 10 etheric. We have access to all dimensions, which in the fifth dimension is 20. And all of a sudden, there are 15 rays through ascended masters. So what I'm curious about is to meet somebody at some point who says that he or she knows about the rays through the ascended master from number 8 to 15. I haven't met anybody before. This is an invitation. We would love to get to know these ascended masters. And then there's our light body, which, as Lorenz says, it switches on. So all these systems are a big step from the third and the fourth dimension. Now we are fully activated, and these are just some of the systems. There are many, many systems that we don't know about yet. One of them that City of Light has started talking about is the number 8 system. I do know it, and we have coded it in various crystal tools, but it is now coming forward as a system in itself. And I'm sure a lot of you love the number 8 and the symbolism of it. To reach these energies that are very advanced, we need 5D energy medicine. We can't take a physical tablet or supplement to support our energy system at this level. We need something that is coded with energies and frequencies in 5D. And the same with crystals. You can't go to a shop, buy a crystal, and expect it to reach your 5D energy system unless the crystalline beings inside the crystal are intact. But usually the crystals are very alone at that point because they have been mined and transported and sold. So they have lost the connection with their fellow beings. But in the coding, we bring them back to their own kind, to their crystalline kind. You said, why are you feeling or thinking crystalline? It's because the crystalline energy system is what we use in 5D. So we need crystalline 5D coded crystal tools to balance our energy system at this point. Therapies. This is difficult because not many therapies have yet been worked out to function in 5D. But we do have energy frequency tuning that I'm working on together with the light ship. We have telepathy, which is a 5D method of communicating, moving away from clairvoyance, which is fourth dimensional. And then instead of healing, it unfolds into activations, balancing, harmonization, and transformation. So healing is not just one thing in 5D, it's a multitude of things. And we can start to distinguish when we are activated, when we are balanced, when we are harmonized, and when we are doing transformation, or when we are in process, etc. Does this make sense?
Yes, it feels like we are being activated right now, harmonized. So we have to tune into the feeling. We can sense the feeling of the activations. Wonderful.
I would like to just show you a small drawing I've made of, this is the manual that I've done for this specific course, but I usually teach other therapists, and they need to know these very specific things. If we take a look again at our energy system, how it looks in the third and fourth dimension, then, for instance, the colors on the left could symbolize your earthly existence and how your energy system looks as an earth being. And then on the right, you have a blue one. This could be a Syrian lifetime that you may sense that you have had. But they are not connected. They are still separated in the third and the fourth dimension. It's not possible for them to merge together. But then when we come to the fifth dimension, and now you can feel the energy again, you still have your earthly existence. Now you are much more aware of your Syrian connection, and you have two other energy systems as well, because opening up to all the systems in 5D, you get conscious. And all of a sudden you may notice, I may be from Venus also. And I don't know what the dots are. The dots could be a dolphin lifetime. Now, speaking of dolphins. And these energies are inside a golden egg. This is a technique we use in the fifth dimension to bring all our energies together. And now we can start looking at ourselves and feeling ourselves as multidimensional with many, many different energy systems, but still be myself. And maybe you can sense that also, Lorraine, that in this 5D, you can embrace all of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. It's really wonderful. And it makes me sense other experiences, other moments where I was this expansive and the information that came through. And it wasn't just my imagination, but it was because it was energy coming through. I was open. So it's quite fascinating when we're at peace, when we're in meditation, when we are communing with other guides or light beings. This is exactly what I sense. Wonderful.
Yeah, so these kinds of overviews can sort of help our minds. This is fourth dimensional, but we need this as human beings to understand. And then we can start noticing, like we are doing now, how does it feel in my energy system? And all of a sudden, I understand, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel switched on when I move from the fourth to the fifth dimension? Well, it's because I can feel my light body, how it lights up. And so we connect our heads with our hearts. And this is the 5D way of becoming a master in our life.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that experience. It really helps us understand our own multidimensionality and how it's right here. We don't go anywhere, it's right here. We just have to open up to it. So it really is a lesson. It's a mastery of awareness in these energies, and how we can attune or choose to be more open, but to still exist in the physical. So we're still existing in the physical, and we can sense how maybe a distraction or a distortion outside of us can shut us down, bring us very much into 3D again. But can we imagine the solution energy when we stay open to the other dimensions? It's almost as if nothing will jiggle our cage, rattle our cage. And that's what's so beautiful about this. Our own discernment comes online. Our sovereignty is more anchored. I just love it. It feels really good. So I want to thank you for, again, presenting the light ship and these energies that we can feel and sense. And I'd like you to talk about a program that you've got. This is a beautiful time during this time of year. It can be used anytime, but during this time of year, as we're honoring Christ consciousness, crystalline consciousness, we're about ready to have you share ways that people can work with you. It's called the Advent Calendar, 5D Advent Calendar. I love that. Tell us about it.
I don't know about in America, but in Denmark, we love Advent calendars.
A little piece of chocolate, little piece of sweetness
Yeah,
every
doesn't
day.
matter what, just something.
Something.
Yeah. And I just thought this could be a beautiful way of teaching you about the dimensional system over 20 days, showing you a dimension each day, where you receive an email with a picture and some text that describes this specific dimension, and then a meditation for download. It's about 15 minutes, which means that during the course of December, which is usually busy for all of us for various reasons, you only have to use 15 minutes of your linear time to move into the infinity and your multidimensional self and learn something. So this is what we are inviting you to join. We also do 20 dimensions courses. This is totally different, but we thought it would be fun to do as an Advent calendar.
I do love that. It is a day, it's a wonderful way to begin a daily practice. that once we take that time every day, and so if someone misses a day, like with the Advent calendar, if you miss a day, then you get 2 pieces of sweetness, don't you? So
Yeah,
the next day. But what a beautiful way to just anchor in every day, 15 minutes a day. It's beautiful. It's a gift that we give ourselves. It's
yeah,
time that we invest in ourselves.
yeah.
So it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
And if you sign up now, you have enough time to listen to the first introduction. There's an introduction included where you will have to buy a tiger eye before you listen to it. And then in this introduction, I will code your tiger eye on remote so it balances your dimensional system. So this is also included. So sign up now, and then you have a few days to listen to this introduction and get your crystal coded so that you are ready for opening the first dimension on 1st December.
Is there anything else you want to add about each of these dimensions or this program, what happens in it and what comes with it?
Just that I've been working with the dimensional system like this since 2014. And each time I enter a dimension that I know well, I'm always surprised about what new things I experience each time I enter a dimension. And this is obviously because the more we work with the dimensions, the more aware we become and the more they expand. So even though this is 20 days with 20 dimensions, you will be able to listen to these activations again and again and become more and more clear about your multidimensionality and facets of your own reality. I can't begin to tell you how important the dimensional system is.
Thank you for that. What a powerful lesson for us to really experience the dimensions through our own energy. So it's an experiential course, 20 days, little droplets of these energy sensing tools, meditations that we can experience. And as we come back into it on the spiral of evolution, experiencing that dimension again attunes us to it, makes us more aware of what it feels like. So we are really becoming multidimensional. We already are, but we're becoming conscious of our multidimensionality.
And what you're really doing is nudging your crystalline energy system, because we are moving away from the carbon-based to the crystalline energy system, and the dimensions fit in perfectly. So you will be developing your crystalline energy system as well.
Developing our crystalline energy system with our awareness on the 20 dimensions. So beautiful. Okay, so again, I want to say something about the coded crystals. These are etheric, except for the tiger eye. And maybe most people have tiger eyes somewhere in their house, or they're very
Yeah.
easy to go get, maybe a tiger eye bracelet or anything. And so anything you want to add about the coded crystals and the work that you do with the crystals, coding them?
Yeah, because as I showed you on the drawing, our energy system in the fifth dimension is quite advanced and it's complicated to balance. I know this as a kinesiologist, that taking into account many different angles is difficult. And when you are trying to balance it, you can never really get it right unless you use energies and frequencies, which is the natural language of our advanced energy system. And for us to be balanced, we need advanced energies and frequencies. And the most beneficial way of transferring energies correctly is through coding crystals. And the crystals we code in the light ship is made in collaboration between myself and the light beings. And so when you work with a crystal tool that is coded by us, you do not get in direct contact with me. You get in contact directly with the light ship. And as we are now sitting in the energies, you are sitting in the same energies when you take this crystal tool in your hand. And then depending on what the crystal is coated with, you are being led through a process that benefits your energy system.
Well, we absolutely love it. We can feel the richness, the beauty of it, the elegance of it. And it's where we're all going and where we're becoming as humans. More crystalline. I love it.
Yeah.
So I want to just say before we close that the information for this course is right here on this webpage, or it's in the description box of wherever you're watching or listening to this program. And register and get it. If you start, it's just like if you were to buy an advent calendar late, you can still get all of it in any order, right? Is it linear? It doesn't have to be so linear. No, okay, because we can go around and we can get quantum with the time. So we encourage everyone, no matter what time it is in our linear time, to still enjoy the frequencies of the 20 dimensions. And so, Charlotte, can we experience maybe a message? Is there a message from the light ship, City of Light? Or is there an energy frequency that you can share with us as we close our circle?
Yeah, let's feel into this. They loved your question. They love your invitation, Lauren. And so they're just bringing forward an energy that you who are watching would enjoy. And it's coming slowly. It's building up. It's coming forward. This is the Christ energy. Maybe you recognize this. They say we are beginning the Advent time, and this is not for religions. They say they don't care about religions. There is some truth in all religions, but what we are showing you has got nothing to do with the religion. But the Christ energy is a big, beautiful energy that opens our hearts, invites us to be ourselves, and who is now ready to show itself in the fifth dimension. Maybe you feel how the energy expands, and the Christ energy is showing you how expansive and huge it is. How it surrounds you. Pink, light blue energy, droplets is coming to you. Different pastel colors is coming from this energy. It's an Andromeda energy. Maybe you didn't know this. The Christ energy is originally an Andromeda energy. It wants to tell you that you are free. You are free of dogmas. You are free of religion. You are free of whatever you have been told. You are you. You are love. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
see our whole group standing shoulder to shoulder with Christ, Yeshua, Jesus. He is lifting us all up equal. He's showing us that we're all equal. Wow. So beautiful.
That was wonderful. And you are free. That's a wonderful message.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, we can feel that.
It is so empowering at this time on the planet. And anchoring this into our physical being will fortify us in ways beyond our imagination. I can feel that right now. So it's so lovely. Let's all carry this through our day, carry it all the time. Tune into it often, every day. What a gift. It's where we're going. It's what we're becoming. Charlotte, Shanti, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your course is amazing. What a beautiful way to learn more, to experience these dimensions within our own being, and to educate again on them. Anything else you'd like to say as we say goodbye?
Just thank you for tuning in and for staying with us and for resonating. You are very welcome.
All right, everyone, thank you. Move in the beauty that you are, move in the light that you are, and always tune in to these frequencies of you. You are magnificent. We want to thank the 5D city, the 5D lightship, City of Light, and all the beings who we can connect to at any time. We feel you now, and we are in gratitude and deep appreciation. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Charlotte. We love you. Namaste.
Thank you. Love you too.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.